Good morning, everybody. My name is Monet. Welcome to the Icon Edit, the show where we are on a mission to become, where we are on a mission to becoming unbelievably gorgeous and disgustingly overeducated. Today is an older sister advice episode all about gut health and really the new era of dieting, if I even want to call it that. Let's just get into it. So if you've been told to eat less, here's why it's so dieting has always been equivocated with eating less. It's been seen as like math, like what you eat, calories in, calories out, that whole thing. But when you're slashing calories and not thinking about what you're feeding your body, you're not only starving yourself, but you're also starving 38 trillion microbes that live in your gut. Those microbes are very crucial. They help with metabolism, they help with hormone balance, they help with digestion, and they're actually very important with mental health. So when you restrict your food intake or you're just limiting your intake to processed foods, it has a severe effect on your overall health, not just your gut, not just your weight, everything's affected. So when you lose diversity in your consumption, your cravings get more intense for processed foods. So if you're eating more processed foods, hold on, I'm cold. Doot, doot. If you're eating more processed foods, you're feeding the microbes in your gut that love processed foods, and you're starving the ones who love healthy foods, full, whole healthy foods. So then your processed food microbes reproduce, and it increases your cravings for processed foods. So it just becomes a whole cycle. Your mood dips, and I'm gonna get into this a later episode. There's gonna be multiple gut health episodes because I feel like gut health is one of the most important things you can focus on for your body, just overall, like hormone production, mental health, all of that. If you focus on gut health, everything else, those become side effects. Improvement in your weight, health, mental health, all of that, they all become side effects if you just focus on this. But anyway, your mood severely dips when you do not take care of your mental, or when you don't take care of your microbiome, if you're either starving yourself or eating the wrong foods for it. Your metabolism is slowing down. So that kind of slashes any effects you want for weight loss or to become more fit, more energy, because metabolism, I feel like everybody knows, but just in case, a metabolism is kind of the engine of your body. It's what converts food and drink into fuel. So turns it into energy to help with every single function of the body. When you slow your metabolism, it kind of just slows your whole life down. You're not able to have as much energy. It's way harder to lose weight. And yeah, life just isn't quite as fun. The cool thing is, if you focus on this, you can actually train your cravings, train your microbiome, train your brain to want the right things. And it only takes about 4 weeks if you really, really focus. By 4 weeks, you will see a change in what your cravings are, your energy levels. You'll notice how easy it is to get rid of bloating, or honestly, bloating won't even be a problem. So, when you start feeding your gut a variety of plant foods, vegetables, beans, seeds, herbs, berries, the microbes that love those foods multiply. They start to ask for more of them, and the microbes that thrive on sugar and junk will start to die off. Yes, your taste buds will literally change. Your taste buds will change to crave those healthy foods. That's why after a month, you can actually crave fresh salad over fries without the willpower. So that's really just super interesting to me. The number I saw for how many different plants you should get a week is 30. You want 30 different plants every single week, and it doesn't mean just like fruits and vegetables. It also means like beans, seeds, seasonings even count. Just getting as much plant diversity is going to feed your microbiome for the better. And yeah, diversity and abundance is key. Instead of having a diet that focuses on getting rid of dairy, getting rid of sugar, while those are all good, I don't think that should be a focus of any diet, at least for me personally. I find that restrictive mindset just, one, doesn't last very long. It's hard to tell yourself no, no, no all over again. It's like your brain kind of hates that. So instead of focusing on what you can't have, focus on including as much of the good as you can. So, new goal, instead of cutting sugar or cutting whatever, add 30 plants to your diet. You will see so much more positive change than restricting anything else. And while restricting sugar is always ideal, if you can do both, great. But overall, I would choose the abundance over the restriction. Another thing about getting this abundance of plants in your diet, it seriously increases your fiber intake. Fiber is a huge aspect of not only weight loss but overall health. So you're fuller on less food when you eat fiber-rich foods. Fiber-rich foods release this gut hormone called GLP-1, and GLP-1 is a key ingredient in Ozempic, just to show you how effective it really is. Your mood lifts because certain microbes produce serotonin and GABA, calming anxiety and improving focus. And all of this happens without the mental misery or chronic restrictions. Shift your perception, I guess, on dieting from eating as little of whatever to eating as much of the good stuff. So instead of eating less, feed your gut with more variety, more colors, more textures, more plants. You'll lose weight, boost your mood, and more importantly, you'll actually enjoy the process, because that's what really makes a glow up stick, right? That you're not going to be able to restrict yourself to 1,500 calories for the rest of your life, or even less for the rest of your life, realistically, and actually enjoy life. So by focusing on improving your gut, you will improve so much more, because that's what's most important, right? If you can't restrict yourself for your entire life, and if you can, that's freaking depressing. So instead of focusing on what you can take away, focus on what you can add. Focus on the good that you can put into your body rather than the stuff you need to avoid, because that becomes a lifestyle, finding healthy foods to add, finding new healthy foods to learn to cook with. That's fun. That's a hobby. That's exciting. But living your whole life where you'll never be able to eat sugar again, or never will be able to eat more than 2,000 calories or anything like that, is just depressing and non-sustainable. When you're restricting so much, you tend to bounce back twice as hard. So, and at that point, if you've been restricting that much, your metabolism is slowed down, so it's not used to that. It doesn't know how to convert all that food to energy, and there's just a lot of reasons you should prioritize abundance over restriction. Abundance over restriction, always, right? Abundance mindset, always. So yeah, that's all from me today. Please share your most interesting facts about gut health, just overall microbiome health, I guess. Weight loss too. Yeah, let's keep it a healthy, super healthy environment. No restrictive dieting talk. No, none of that. We don't do that. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pretty short one today. Be sure to tune in next time, because next time we are doing, I want to say it's another older sister advice episode. Older sister advice, hygiene of a goddess. You definitely want to join for that. I found such interesting stuff for that. And yeah, be sure to invite all your fellow icons in training. We can all become super hot together. And if you'd like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And yeah, I'll see you next episode. Thank you so much, guys.